Welcome to the Bricey. I'll be your host, AC. Boy, today have we got a treat for you. We'll be going snorkeling at a place called Apple Reef, which is actually one of the world's most renowned diving sites, and so I think you'll get a treat out of what we have to show you here. So with that said, what are we waiting for? Let's go snorkeling! And we start the day off with a promising boat ride to Apple Reef. And as we get to our destination, it's not one bit short of breathtaking. So, we settle in, unload our luggage, and jump right into a snorkeling adventure. Hey Butch, yeah, get a load of this guy chasing us in the water. Yeah, I see him. What is he, a shark or something? Nah, he don't look like no shark. Tell you what, Butch, let's give him the old doozy. I'll swim this way, and you swim that way. Got it? Yeah, let's do it. I'm literally just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the white sandy beach, and you wouldn't believe the kind of activity I'm seeing here in just waist-high water. I chased these guys in the water for a little while. I think they found me entertaining. Man, this guy's good. He's real good, Butch. Why can't we lose him? Could it be that he's Filipino? I am Filipino. How did they know? These little guys humored me as I chased them in the water. And I thought I was doing a pretty good job at it too, but then, hey, come back! If I just stay still, he won't see me. If I just stay still, shucks, he saw me. If I just stay still, he won't, shucks. If I just stay still, he won't, shucks. Now I have to tell you the story of something that happened on our way to Apple Reef. As we were on the boat, I saw this flying bird hovering over the water like it was looking for fish to eat. And out of nowhere, my uncle screams, "Look, it's the flying fish!" And I thought to myself, are you serious? That thing that was just flying like that, fast, and for so long, is a fish? And all of a sudden, I thought, wow. And I thought to myself, that's so crazy. That fish has no business being in the air like that. And it amazed me. And it encouraged me because it reminded me of my own personal story of how I came to know Jesus Christ. See, in my opinion, I'm a great sinner. Yes, me, I'm a great sinner. And I had no business falling in love with Jesus Christ. But I did. For some reason I did, out of His grace. And so when I look back at the Bible and I read the story of the Apostle Paul, the woman who the Pharisees wouldn't even touch, and others, I see an image of myself, because I see people just like me, just like you, who had no business falling in love with Jesus Christ and living a life that would give Him glory, that would point to Him. And people would look at your life and say, wow, that's so amazing. Only someone like Jesus can bring about that kind of change in him. Wow. And so I want to encourage you. If you feel down, if you feel unworthy, if you feel like you're too bad to belong to Jesus Christ and you just can't face Him, I have news for you. He loves you. And guess what? You have all the makings of someone who could fall in love with Jesus Christ too, and bring glory to Him in such a great way. He loves you. Now, let's get back in this water. I've got so much more to show you. I once heard a story that if you cut a starfish into pieces, those little pieces would regenerate and turn into other starfish. And as much as I wanted to satisfy my curiosity on this matter, I couldn't bring myself to do anything but admire this beautiful little blue thing. Okay, I think she's had enough. There you go, sweet star. Back to your little home. Nemo, one of my favorite fish. They were a little hard to get to, but I made a point of diving down to get a few snapshots of these little guys. And once we got done with snorkeling site number 1, we headed to snorkeling site, you guessed it, number 2. We are here in Apple Reef, one of the world's better known diving sites, and in a minute I'm about to show you why. This was a real treat. I jumped into the water right away as soon as we stopped. I almost began to dive towards the ocean bottom when the captain of the boat stopped me and said, "Just hang on to the boat and relax. We're going to take a stroll across the whole reef." I felt like we were in one big gigantic aquarium with thousands of fish of many kinds and colors everywhere. But unfortunately, this is where the limitations of my camera became evident. I couldn't capture the scenery to give it justice. And as soon as we got done with snorkeling site number 2, we headed off to snorkeling site, you guessed it, number 3. You can swim to get around to see the different kind of fish, or if you prefer a much relaxed method, you can wear a life vest and just float over the coral. We are here in just chest-high water, but the ocean floor here is covered literally in just coral and wildlife. And once we had no energy left whatsoever, it was back to the boat and back home. So that's it for this episode of The Bryce. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more shows just like this, just let me know. Give me a call, okay? Hang on. Hello? Yeah. I didn't mean call me now. How did you even get... I haven't even posted this video on YouTube yet.